Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. So this time, we're still in the Spooktober month of October. And I wanted to show you something, again, that goes with that theme. Okay, these are a couple of magazines I've had for ages. I knew I had them, I just didn't know where they were. And I come across them just the other day. I said, perfect. It's from Cracked Collector's Editions. Now, these, a couple months or so ago, I did an episode on Cracked magazine. And I didn't have these in there, which is fine. Now, Cracked, for those who may not be familiar, Cracked magazine was the most successful of the Mad magazine imitators, down to the point where many of the creators were ones who had earlier been in Mad. Most specifically, of course, and most noticeably was John Severin, who started with Cracked very early in its history, and as far as I know, worked in all the way to its conclusion. I guess, well, not all the way, because I think it lasted longer than him. But I can't remember. Anyway, and Cracked has a long and humorous history. And I have a little, got a little smile not too long ago when I watched an episode of Stargate SG-1, in which Colonel Jack O'Neill was reading an issue of Cracked. And I thought that was funny. So that was in the early 2000s. So, and now these, they had so much material, they would periodically bring out Cracked collector's editions, and they were each various themes. I've got a couple others that are all Western stuff, and these are all monsters. Said those Cracked monsters. This one here is collector's edition number 4, and it's from 1974, and this is Cracked collector's edition with no number, and I couldn't find a number on it anywhere, from 1978. And of course it's all reprint material from the magazines, but with these new great covers drawn by John Severin. And see all kinds of funny humorous things here. You can get a few chuckles just out of looking in the images and the covers. Same thing goes for this one. And they're all funny. Now these, and of course, Cracked did a lot of humorous things, featuring some of the classic Hollywood type monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein, etc. And they would often have little gags, individual gags, or didn't really have like full-length stories, but sometimes 1 or 2 page things, as well as they would do a lot of still photographs from the movies, and then give them captions or dialogue that were funny. And that's what we're just going to take a look at here. So this is just going to be a short video, but they had so much monster stuff that later in the 90s, Mort, and I'll cover something else about that too, Mort Todd got them to do just the publishers to produce a monster horror-oriented magazine for several issues. So it's a edition of those Cracked monsters. Like here, We've been lurking for you. See this photographs and says, hello, hello. This is from Mothra. Hello, hello, base. Send us the biggest can of raid you have. Oh, there's a guy on tied up on a wheel. Huge wheel. Says, believe me, getting there is not half the fun. Horrible humor. All kinds of movie stills. I can't even identify all the movies. There's a friend. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Don't mess with the controls on the air conditioner. It's all covered, frozen. Frankie and the Werewolf. This is actually an off-scene photograph. I mean, off the set photograph of it. But here's the, no, I'm serious. Don't you think I'd look good with an afro haircut? Oh, it's just all filled with stuff like this. Here's a, if I can get it open. Here we go. Great scenes from great movies. First, big drawing by John Severin, and it's Igor, and you can. It's obviously Basil Rathbone. It looks just like him, and you can tell because then right above him on this thing is the Sherlock Holmes hat, Deerstalker hat. Because he had been in, I think it was Son of Frankenstein, or one of the other Frankenstein, I can't remember. Igor, where did you steal the parts for this experiment? Turn the page, and it says, from a pinball machine. Why? And his eyes go tilt. That's great. Killer Dillers. I don't like to brag, but I bet I got the worst case of dandruff going. All kinds of little robots here. Oh, some really great ones. Oh, Ray Harryhausen movies. Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. You really got the ho-hum mouth. And it says, I knew this was going to happen. My Blue Cross lapsed yesterday. Godzilla stuff. Make me pay a toll, will they? And he crashes through the bridge. And a bunch of other things, just little painter's fantasy, and he's eaten by his more Godzilla. The big things do their thing, and I said, heavy on the horror, please. And this is always a classic. When I said put up your hands, I meant all three of them, because he's got it. Frankenstein monster. I saw this movie a couple years ago, and I can't remember the name of it. And with the axe, says, you're not from Avon. No, it's not. I told you I'd do it, Helen, if you didn't sing happy birthday to me, remember? It's pretty grim. Some vampires, mummies, Hud and Deanie always trying to break out of prison. They get out and come out in the graveyard, and then they spot a smoking skeleton. They jump back in, and it turns out it was the guard in a skeleton suit. All kinds of different creatures. I really like this one. I like the style here. You can see here, sitting there, the moon's rising. He gradually transforms into a werewolf, and he goes, and look, what is he going to do? He's going to attack this guy? Nope. It's at the barber shop. He's getting getting a trim. Monster laughs. All kinds of stuff. I don't mind being a werewolf. It's those distemper shots I can't stand. But he's not a werewolf. That's Jekyll and Hyde. Who's this? Is this Bill? No, it's not Bill. Oh yeah, Frankenstein building his monster, saying how great it's going to be. He goes out to get it electrified and bring to life, bring it down. He's nothing but ashes. And oh, them over there, get Texas moths. And this is a real silly ads that aren't real. Well, they might have been real. They had others that are the exact opposite for monsters. Monstrous merriment. Oh, these are a lot of fun. I've had these for decades, and I still love them. It's getting strangled by a gorilla. Okay, you win. Starting next week, you'll find a couple more bananas in your pay envelope. Oh. The Howls are here. King Kong versus Godzilla. Howl makers. Oh, you got him a little boo-boo from Son of Kong. Orders. Keep out. She goes in. Eek! Kill! Gets monster to kill her. He kills him instead, and she likes the monster. This is some really nicely done. Of course, it's John Severin, but it looks really nice. Even on the back cover, it's that issue. Have a little look in this one. This, as I said, this is from 78. And this ends with the shut-ups. They had these shut-ups, all kinds of things. Happy Halloween. It was usually, and the shut-ups were usually a close-up of something. Like, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween. Then they pull back and you see the whole scene. And it's a shut up and stash. And, of course, they're bank robbers with masks robbing the bank. It says, look, there's a full moon out tonight, darling. Oh, it makes my blood grow warm. Shut up and come here. And he's a vampire and stuff like that. All good fun. Oh, this is Transylvanian TV. Just... See, not an all-out story. This is McCarthy. Just a bunch of little gags. Transylvania TV set. Oh. Just general monster humor. Oh, this one's good. The men behind Kong. All kinds of things. Just little gags featuring King Kong, like nail cutting team. Here he is, they're cutting his hair and cutting his nails and giving him a back, scratching his back, and cleaning his teeth. The wacky weirdos. This is the Wolfman comes back in that one. Sinbad again. Look, Mac, I'm really sorry about leaving you in that reducing cabinet for 9 hours. Yeah. I'm getting killed by a mummy. Mayhem mirth. More monster mirth. Gee, I can see New Jersey from up here. Of course. All kinds of stuff. Don't move, dear. Your transistor radio is stuck in your ear. Transylvanian teehees. Quick quiz. A little quiz about... And it's a fake quiz. Oh, that's some really nice Severin stuff. School for Monsters. Witchcraft department. Mad medicine department. Black magic department. Fly department. Administrative staff and faculty. Undergraduates conducting the school's annual Miss Hex Appeal contest. And more. He may be a great doctor, but he certainly is a lousy drinker. Frankenstein conquers the world. It's all. I've never seen that one, and I guess I'm very familiar with the sequel of War of the Gargantuas, and I think it's probably better. But what's going on in monsters' minds? For screaming out loud, it's okay. He only wants a dime to buy a cup of blood. Oh. Transylvania Family album. Instant cobwebs, quick drying smell. Like they're... See, here's some of the fake ads and funny stuff. The one that got away. I've never seen that. I don't know what that's from. I've never seen that kind of gill-man critter. Horror hee-haws. And then dumb drivers are all going the wrong way on a one-way street. Yeah, I've seen that problem a lot. And, of course, that's another Ray Harryhausen movie. And then there are the shut-ups. And it's all a lot of good, clean monster fun. So if you're unfamiliar with those are the only two of those that I've got. I don't know how many they did. And I said I've got some of the collector's editions of some Western stuff too. But they're all good, clean fun. I love the crack stuff. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do leave your comments down below. Do you like the cracked monsters? Those cracked monsters. Ha! Let me know what you have to say. And remember, comics are art.